So, Rob, like buyer intent, are these genuine signals of people with intent to buy, or are they just people using the internet?
I think buyer intent's become this sort of all-encompassing thing for both of those situations. And are these probably better looked at as if we said there are signals? And broadly, signals are generated by, people browsing the internet. They could be people looking at review sites, which do a great job of packaging up and selling that intent. It could be people visiting your website, where even the sort of pages they're looking at, if they're clicking the unsubscribe link on your privacy policy, probably less intent than if they're looking at your pricing page and hovering over the demo button. And determining which of those signals really equates to intent is the important part.
Yeah, so how do you find the kind of nuggets of gold in the noise?
I mean, I think it's largely down to common sense, and really mapping back to buyer journeys. So if you take first-party intent, which is your website, your social properties, and things that you can track yourself, or a company can track on their own. Really, there's going to be blog posts that people are reading that. They're probably interested in the topic of that blog post, and if it's about the core service, of course, that's a degree of intent. Obvious ones like pricing pages. If they're looking at how much it costs, they're halfway interested that it might be a good fit. Anyway, so you can cut your website up and determine the intent based on the sort of content that's being consumed. Then there is the sort of what's being called third-party buyer intent. There's a few big vendors of this. I won't name them, but really they are aggregating data, which is from big review sites, comparison sites, and often other sites, which could be competitors or kind of adjacent competitors, and categorizing it and saying, well, this company or this person is browsing this category of website, therefore they're interested in this solution. And that's the intent where I'm slightly less convinced. It's very broad brush. It doesn't have the same kind of nuance that you can apply on your own first-party data. And also, really importantly, by the time someone is researching, and so they're researching a comparison site or they're researching a competitor site, that data has been packaged up, it's been processed, it's been sold to you as a competitor. It's probably way too late. That customer that's been in their research phase has probably made a decision and had 4 demos, and you're just tagging on, trying to go, me as well. And so I'm much less convinced by that third-party buyer intent, and we've proven it time and time again with testing. We've not managed to make any kind of noticeable benefit from those types of campaigns.
Okay, interesting. But so then if you've got, say, I come into the world of outreach, I'm like, right, so I need first-party intent data. I need to work out which of the signals that kind of matter to me that I think demonstrate someone genuinely moving kind of along that journey. Then, assuming I've done that, how do I make it actionable? Like, how do you turn that sort of sea of data into like, oh, okay, here's how it's going to like improve my outreach?
And again, it's almost kind of taking a layer above intent and looking at signals, and deciding how you would want to act upon those. Same example as before, if someone's on your pricing page, you want to try and talk to that person. So you use every channel that's available to you. You're going to try and phone them if you've got the mobile number. You're going to try and send them an email. You're going to pop up a web chat on the page, hopefully catch them when they're there in the moment. Because that is, that's clearly someone who is demonstrating intent, or at least, there's a very high likelihood that they're demonstrating intent. And there are other signals which may or may not demonstrate intent. Often there's signals which might come before intent. For example, a company that has just recruited a head of sales. Actually, we could infer that a new head of sales is going to want to come into a role and make a big splash in their first 3 months, and therefore maybe in the market for a certain category of solutions. And whilst that's not intent in its own right, it is a signal that they're much more likely to be in a buying mode, and therefore you can tailor your outreach strategies accordingly.
Nice. Is this another area of outreach that AI can sort of play a role, or is it separate?
Yeah, definitely. And it's I think there are very few areas of outreach and marketing that AI can't play a role. You know, I'm a big proponent of AI used in the right way, and absolutely, you know, being able to craft the right messages that go out. You know, even being able to craft the experience that a customer sees when they land on the website. You know, actually, if we know that this person that's landed on the website has already had a few emails, they're potentially familiar with the brand, we know the industry that their company is in, even the content of the website itself can be tailored to something that they're more likely to resonate with.
Yeah, that's something we're looking at now. With like, how do we not sort of really in your face flashing lights go, "Hi Rob, you're on our website," but to go, how do we make it more relevant for you? Right? And it just makes it a better experience when you land on there. Oh, okay, that I can find. I say it might be case studies that are more relevant to your business or whatever.
Exactly that. And you know, I don't think people are amazed anymore by that. Yeah, we know your name, we know your company. It's like, brilliant, you've got some cookies and you're tracking me.
Yeah.
But it's exactly that. It's making the experience more engaging.
But yeah, because otherwise that we know your name, we know your company, or here's your logo or something, is just sort of showing off. There's no like, it doesn't raise the experience. Yeah, it doesn't make that better for me. Oh, well done, you know my name. But yeah, making that journey through kind of the website more relevant and tailored, like, does make it a better experience for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's everything that we were going to discuss. Thanks, Rob.
No problem.